Hello, I'm Mark Schallhausen. Because things on the internet seem to lose their date references pretty easily, today is Monday, October 14th, 2024. On Friday, September 13th, 2024, if I have my dates right, we were en route on our big vacation and we stopped at the Florida Railroad Museum in Parrish, Florida. It's a nice museum. You need to check their homepage. They run trains on Saturdays and Sundays. We were there on Friday. We were there primarily to watch to check out their model railroad layout and their gift shop, and this is the video from it. I think it's really a nice museum, even when they aren't running the trains, if you have children, because their model railroad layout is fun to watch and pretty accurate and pretty nice. And you get to push the buttons and make the trains run, and they make a lot of noise and things happen. So here's the video for it. Hope you enjoy it. We enjoyed our stop. Parking is free, admission is free, and we had fun. So let's go on and see some model railroad stuff. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on another one. Here's the signs to get into Florida State Railroad, the Florida Railroad Museum, and I will tell you that neither the Garmin GPS nor Google Maps got us there. They were both off. It was clearly labeled once we got close, so I would go with that. And a look at the museum grounds, and this is where the model railroad layout is. And because the museum only operates its real trains, its big trains, whatever you want to call them, on weekends, and we were there on a Friday, on weekends on Saturday and Sunday. We were there on a Friday. We missed out. The other issue was they were going to do the bank robbery scenario thing, train robbery, and on Saturday and on Sunday, and we weren't interested in that. So we wanted to get to the other half of the museum. There's two parts to this, and the train takes you to the other half, and that museum was closed. This opens with a layout for the model railroad division, and it's pretty nice. We enjoyed it, and there's a few buttons around where you can push and start things operating. This is going to start out with some still photos of the layout, and then I'm going to let it go into the video that we took of the layout, and then I'll pick you back up after the video ends. The layout is nicely decorated. It's not overpopulated, over decorated, whatever you want to call it, and because you can keep pushing those buttons and the train will keep running. the trains will keep running, and they make a lot of noise. It's kind of fun. The kids will love it. We were having fun with it. We actually pushed the buttons numerous times and watched it. It's a nice layout, and kids will enjoy it. Adults will enjoy it. The gift shop is nice. It had a lot of stuff in it for children, and a lot of just basic souvenirs, which we enjoyed. So we bought our mandatory coffee cup, and we looked at some other stuff, and I think we bought a couple of other items along the way. And there was a play set in there for the kids to play with. I have quite a few of these track pieces and whatever else at home. The two engines that were outside look like pure static displays. This Brookman Eastern District Terminal 060 tank engine is a Porter. There was no signage for it. It's a Porter. It's labeled as such, and it needs a little care. It's obviously not running, and they have obviously no intentions to get it running. This is the consist that is sitting out in the yard. You can walk up to it, walk around it. They ask you not to climb on it for obvious reasons. And I can't positively identify it, but I think that's an Elco diesel locomotive. Don't hold me to that. And then the Tropicana reefer car, which was interesting. I went online, and you can buy, this is Tropicana number 250, and you can buy the Tropicana 250 car in both N and HO. They're available online. The next two items in the consist were first this CSX covered hopper car, and then followed by an Atlantic Coast Line covered hopper car. Obviously the capacities were different. The consist ends with these three cars. A tank car, I didn't see any name on it, ownership name, whatever, but a tank car, obviously rather old. This open gondola is the Seaboard Air Line Railroad, and air line is two words properly. The end of the consist is this C&O caboose, and the write-up on the museum's homepage is someone was interested in the caboose, bought it from C&O Railroad. It was up north. They brought it back down. For some reason, they no longer had an interest in it. Ended up in the museum. And because it had no significant history with the state of Florida, the museum decided to make it a billboard and put it out here by the road to attract people in for the sights. This unlabeled mine car was sitting out there by the tank engine, and in the background you can see what they use for a parking lot. It's nice grass. There's nothing lined up. There's no lines. You're kind of lost as to where to park. So our car's in the right hand side. You can just see the back end of it by that little shelter, lean-to shelter thing. And we had fun at this railroad for the short time we were there. We were probably there for an hour. It was one of the places on the way. As I said, it runs its trains on Saturday and Sundays. You need to check the museum's home pages. It sounds like fun. There's a second portion to the museum that the train takes you to on the days that it doesn't have a special event en route, like the train robbery thing that was going to be the next day, which we weren't really interested in, and which they charge additional for or whatever. So we concluded our trip with viewing the model railroad, which we wanted to do. We thought it was really nice. We thought it was enjoyable. We think the kids would like it, and I think this is a very child-friendly museum. So if you're in the area, stop by and see it. And not very far from the interstate. I don't think we got lost. We did have issues with both the Garmin and the Google Maps getting us there, but the signage in the area got us there. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you in another one. We had fun at this railroad. Thanks for watching.